What's up, fam? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. That's icydk.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices and the World Wide Web. We're going to continue on. And we're going to get into Cardi B and Tasha K. Now, seeing that Cardi B was arguing with this dude. Well, Cardi B wasn't arguing with the billionaire's son. Billionaire's son responded. And then here comes Tasha K. Wasn't she posting, because remember Cardi B said, how can the billionaire's stepson be out dick shaking when, his father's missing or whatever. She says, wasn't she posting guns right after Takeoff died and on the internet cutting up not long after his sudden takeoff? I'm just asking. Everyone agrees different. So Cardi B responds back, and Tasha K, with your despicable ass, to bring up Takeoff to prove a fake ass point is disgusting. I lost weight, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Me and my man still dealing with that to this day. I'm a rapper. We targeted all the time, so of course I have guns for protection. But since you want to be funny for comments, I'm going to make sure your kid don't go to college. You think my lawyers don't know you hiding money in Africa? I'm going to make sure I get every red cent of my $4 million. Don't ever put Takeoff name in your mouth. And then Tasha K then responds back with a hashtag Takeoff, and then a picture of, she do like this little, it's like a little gif of her or whatever, and hashtag Takeoff. So even though she said, don't put Takeoff name in your mouth, Tasha K comes back, hashtag Takeoff, just to let her know that she's going to put Takeoff's name in her mouth. Then it just went left from there. Cardi then went on the Twitter version of Clubhouse. Forgot what that thing is called. And she was on, I don't know whether this was Hollywood Unlocks. I don't know who started, but it was, the Twitter, whatever they call the Twitter Clubhouse thing. And this is what she had to say.
Yeah, bitch, I'm going to be protected all the time. And for you to try to use that shit over this billionaire shit, trying to be fucking funny. Don't you ever, bitch. Don't you ever. You trying to be out here funny, talking about you bankrupt. Bitch, you don't know how to fucking, fucking hire a private investigator? Do you know where all your money is hiding at? You're going to see it in court, bitch. You're embezzling. Embezzle. Yeah, bitch, you're embezzling, bitch. You're going to go to jail. Cause what was that judge's name? The judge from the motherfucking court, from the lawsuit. I forgot his name. His name started with the W. He said, if you hide any money, you're going to get in trouble by the court. Bitch, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail.
So that's what Cardi B said on Twitter. Now, after that, Tasha K still won't keep quiet. She decides to come back. And she posted on her IG, let people know she's listening to Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj Princess Diana. She says, I want to send a sincere apology out to Barty Gang. It's my fault as to why y'all don't have a second album. She's been in court with me for 6 years, distracted from her purpose. Now going on 7, Atlantic is broke and won't help pay for a second album. Offset in court fighting to release an album, and my sis-in-law sold her rights to her catalog off too early in her career. Now there is no money to produce the album. She is constantly taking car insurance ads to keep the lights on and pay lawyers to continue to chase me down for money I don't have. I'm so sorry for distracting y'all queen. Between me and the surgeons, We owe y'all a huge apology. Atlantic refuses to give her any money to produce a second album because they took such a loss on her first album. That's totally not true. That she is now starting to promote 6 years later. Again, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. But if you want music, real consistent music, please stream Barbie World this Friday. Ice Spice is from where she is from and can give y'all music y'all need instead of her giving y'all a Tasha K album. Now, again, this is all smoke and mirrors from Tasha K. Atlantic is not broke. Atlantic did not take a loss in her first album. If anything, Atlantic gained back over double the money that they invested in Cardi B, because they invested under $1 million, initially when she came out. So that's not true. But this is what Tasha K has been. And this is how Tasha K made her living. She found that niche by being super messy and telling things, to people in just to make it seem like she's telling the truth. And because a lot of people don't like Cardi B, and because our culture now seems to be where when in the 80s and 90s, we tried to stay away from drama. Nowadays, we look for drama. We want our culture, and they're embedded in drama, in messiness. So they won't even look this up. They'll just take what she's saying as first, and they'll be going around saying, "Oh yeah, they took a loss on the first album." How can you take a loss on a first album that went triple platinum? And this same artist has produced going on 4 diamond singles, and the amount of sales that she sold with these records, they're not going to, and streams, they're not going to look into that. They're just going to take the lies and don't care to prove the truth. With that being said, so that's totally false what she said. With that being said, Cardi B, and the way this case has been going, because Tasha K has not really took a hit, and because Tasha K went and beat them to the punch during her appeal, she knew she was going to lose. But what she was doing was just trying to buy time. She went and took the appeal, knowing she wasn't going to win the appeal. But by that time, that distracted them, right? While she's preparing, so she can go off to Africa and move the money before Cardi B was able enough to get that sanction on her funds. Her lawyers moved a little too slow with the court. The moment that they left out of that court that day, they should have put a seize on her YouTube. Because you have to remember, even after the court, still a couple of months, she was still moving the videos around. She still had them, but she just made them private. Second, third. She should have, that right then that day, her lawyers, she has very good lawyers. She has very good lawyers. But to me, they was a little bit too slow moving on the fact of, well, they should have put pressure on the judge and say, no, listen, we need that YouTube right now garnished. Because she made $2 million off the YouTube the previous year. So if you see how long she's been doing YouTube videos, over these past 4 or 5 years that she's had the videos up about Cardi B, she's made over $4 million. She is definitely, if she paid, had to be close to $1 million on her lawyer fees. So she's made, if she didn't make $4 million, over these last few years, with all these videos and clout that she got and ads, she definitely made, if she hasn't made over 4, she made close to it. So I think Cardi B's lawyers was as good as they are. I think they were just a tad bit too slow getting the garnishment, because by that time, Tasha K, who knew she was going to lose and knew she wasn't going to win the appeal. But she just did that, went off to Africa for those few days or whatever. And that's when she opened up an account in Africa, probably behind her husband's family members. She went there, opened up an account, and moved her money to Africa. So now whenever she needs money, she just gets it out of the African account, has it transferred over. It takes a few days, but she just have it transferred over as she's going along. And she still got the YouTube channel. So, as you notice, she's been putting up less and less videos on YouTube because they have a garnishment on it. This is still a mess. We'll see what happens. As far as all of the stuff that she's saying about Cardi with the surgery and this, that, and the other. I mean, Cardi, even though it's all smoke and mirrors and distractions, Cardi, you have to stop saying things like, oh, I'm under anesthesia and blah, blah, blah. Stop letting people know these things. This only gives them ammunition to say, oh, she's back having surgery again. They don't know you could have been going to the dentist. Which I believe you actually were going to the dentist because you revealed that you were putting in new veneers or whatever. But stop giving them people an opening to come at you at that angle. And by you not putting out music, even though what she said was a total lie, that gives people the, maybe she's telling the truth because what's taking her so long on this new music? You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, even though it's BS, you can't give people that room to think that a possibility, because why else hadn't she came out with a new album? You know, just my thoughts, and, you know, to go along with the facts, the last part was just my thoughts. I would just stop letting people know when I'm having surgery or when I'm when I'm in the doctor. And on top of that, I've said a long time ago, my personal opinion, Cardi B looks fine. She been looking fine. So I really don't, you know, women, I don't try to get into the heads of women because, you know, they all have their own hang-ups. But Cardi B, sweetheart, trust me, coming from a straight man, you look amazing. You don't need to bother yourself anymore. To me, you didn't need to bother yourself back with Up. At Up, I was like, damn, she bad. That's it. That was good enough for me. And trust me, other men feel the same way. But it's her life. She can't stop her from doing what she wants. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.